My ex-GF stole 15K from our joint account and ran off with her coworker. Karma hit her like a freight train. Throwaway account, because this is still fresh and I don't want any fallout. This all occurred about 8 months ago, and I've been lurking on R-Pro Revenge for ideas, so here we go. I'm 32M, and my ex, let's call her Jenna, 30F, were together for 4 years. We met at a business conference. Ironic, right? And she was delightful, driven, worked as an accountant for a mid-sized firm. I run my own small consultancy from home. Thus, income was steady but not lavish. We maintained a joint savings account for our future. House down payment, wedding, whatever. I trusted her implicitly. She managed the finances since that was her profession. Red flags began emerging last year. Jenna suddenly started working late frequently, weekend team bonding trips, and she would become defensive if I inquired about her phone buzzing at unusual hours. I assumed it was stress from a large audit at her job. Then one day, I checked our banking app, we both had access, and noticed a series of unusual transfers, $500 here, $1,000 there, accumulating to around 15Ks over a few months. She claimed it was for investments and promised to explain later. Cut to the earth-shattering moment. I come home early from a client meeting and find her packing bags. She's leaving me for her colleague, Brad, 35M, who was her boss's assistant or whatever. They'd been secretly involved for 6 months, using those work trips as an alibi. And the funds? She emptied the account to support their new lifestyle together. Apartment deposit, flights to Miami for a fresh start, even some high-end shopping sprees. She confessed it all with this smug smirk, like, you were too dull anyway. Handed me a note saying, sorry, not sorry, and took off. I was crushed. Called the bank. Turns out, since it was a joint account, it wasn't technically theft, legally, without evidence of fraud. The police indicated it was a civil matter. Sue if I wanted. But good luck. Friends advised me to let it go, but nah. Jenna and Brad were broadcasting their new life on social media. Beaches, dinners, her showing off a new watch that suspiciously resembled one bought with my money. Here's the revenge portion. Remember, she's an accountant. During our time together, she'd rant about her job and let slip some shady dealings her firm was involved in. Nothing illegal on her behalf, but she had access to sensitive client information. While packing, she forgot her work laptop, rookie error. I didn't touch it at first, but after she ignored my requests for the money back, I investigated. Found emails where she and Brad were discussing creative accounting to disguise their affair expenses as business costs. But the jackpot? She'd been skimming tiny amounts from client accounts too, not just ours. Small discrepancies, but over time, it amounted to fraud. I anonymously alerted her firm's internal audit team with screenshots, blurred personal info yet kept the incriminating bits. Included a note. Investigate your employees' financial dealings, might explain the anomalies in client X's accounts. Didn't mention the affair, just let the money trail reveal itself. Boom. Within a week, the firm commenced an investigation. Turns out, Jenna had been embezzling from clients to sustain her lifestyle, including our stolen money. Brad was complicit too, approving fraudulent reimbursements. Both were terminated immediately. The firm pressed charges to safeguard their reputation. Jenna was arrested for fraud. Brad too, but he implicated her for a plea deal. She's facing 2 to 5 years, plus restitution, including to me. Court mandated her to repay the 15K plus interest from her assets. Now, I'm back on track financially. Business is thriving since I used the tale, anonymously, in a blog post about financial red flags that went viral. Jenna's in jail awaiting trial. Brad's living in his mom's basement now. And their dream life is now just a heap of legal fees. Last I heard, she's pleading with mutual friends for character references. Karma delivered. AITA for tipping them off? Or was it justified? What would you do? TLDR. X takes 15K and elopes with colleague. I find workplace fraud evidence, inform her employer, leading to terminations, arrests, and full restitution. Sweet revenge. Update 3 months later. Wow, this post blew up. Thanks for the gold and support. For those asking, yes, I recovered the money through court order. Sold some of her belongings she left behind to cover my legal costs. Jenna attempted to contact me from a burner account begging for forgiveness. Blocked. Brad's in his mom's basement now. Life's great on my side. Met someone new who's genuinely reliable. Pro tip. Keep finances separate, folks.